this week's episode of Ready, Set, Flambé Fun Size. Last year, I made pumpkin cookies that everyone thought were delicious. Then Aric had to go and one-up me with his stupid pumpkin raviolis. Who are delicious, though. So, to take back my pumpkin crown, I'm going to make a pumpkin roll. For this, we're going to need powdered sugar, granulated sugar, flour, eggs, baking soda and baking powder, cinnamon, and ground cloves. We're also going to need a pumpkin. Our first step is to realize we're not going to use the pumpkin for cooking, so we're going to decorate it. You know what? I can do that later. We're going to use pureed pumpkin. Our actual first step is to mix our wet ingredients together. In case you didn't know, your wet ingredients are your sugar, eggs, and pumpkin. Now we're going to mix our dry ingredients together. So we're going to take our flour, baking soda and baking powder, our ground cloves, and our ground cinnamon. Once your dry ingredients are mixed together, we're going to slowly add them to our wet. Now that our cake batter is mixed together, we're going to pour it onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Once you get your cake spread out, we're going to put it in a 375-degree oven for about 10 to 12 minutes. Now that our cake is baking, we're going to make our filling. For that, we're going to need powdered sugar, cream cheese, softened butter, and vanilla extract. Our first step is to cream our butter and our cream cheese together. Now we're going to add our vanilla. Then we're going to slowly add a cup of powdered sugar. Now that our filling is made and our cake is almost done, we're going to lay a towel out and cover it with powdered sugar. Now that our cake is done, we're going to turn it onto our towel and roll it up. You want to roll it up while it's warm so it won't crack when you try to roll it later. And the powdered sugar is going to stop it from sticking to the towel. Alright. Now we're going to let that sit for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to unroll it and put our cream cheese on it. Now that the filling is on there, we're going to roll it up again. Once our pumpkin roll cooled completely, we sliced it and put some whipped cream on top. To the whipped cream, we added a little bit of pumpkin pie spice to give it that little extra something. Then we drizzled some chocolate syrup on top. For this recipe and all of our previous recipes, you can visit us at readysetflambé.org. While you're there, you can follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Join us next week when Aric makes broccoli cheddar soup.